Have you ever drank milk and a few hours later you're on the toilet, gripping for dear life and questioning your whole reality? Well, this tragic phenomenon happens because of something called lactose intolerance. You see, you probably clicked on this video because you yourself are lactose intolerant. And to you I say, lactose intolerant in 2022? Oh my god, how embarrassing. Oh, that's just a joke. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Please watch the video. So, to understand lactose intolerance, we first gotta understand the root of its evil, which is dairy. So dairy is essentially anything that's made from animal milk, so things such as yogurt, cheese, milk. But today, I'm gonna focus on everyone's favorite creamy white liquid, which is milk. So, what exactly is milk and why do we even drink it? You see, when babies are born, they are very useless. Like, come on, get a job. Oh my god, so useless. Oh my. So, because they are so useless, their immune systems are also very useless. And because of this, they need to drink milk. Milk is important for babies because they contain all the essential nutrients for growth. For example, proteins, fats, carbs, and also antibodies from their mother, which protect them from diseases. So essentially, babies are sucking the life force out of their mothers. What absolute demons. So as babies get older and less useless, they are then typically swapped to a regular food diet for their nutrients. So technically as adults, we don't really need milk anymore because we get all our nutrients from regular food. Even though it can be said that many adults nowadays still like to go back to the places where they first got milk for other reasons. So now that we understand milk, what the hell is this thing called lactose, man? Oh my god, what is lactose? So lactose intolerance in its simplest definition is the inability of our bodies to digest something called lactose. So just a heads up, the next part is going to be a bit sciencey, but don't worry, I want you to open up your mind and I will guide you through it. Alright, so first we have milk. Milk has proteins, fats and carbs. Under carbs, we have two different types. We have complex carbs and we have simple carbs. So complex carbs are things such as potatoes, rice and beans. Now looking only at simple carbs, we have two types of simple carbs. We have something called monosaccharides and disaccharides. Mono means one and di means two, and these both are types of simple sugars. So simple carbs are simple sugars. So monosaccharide pretty much means made up of one sugar and disaccharide means made up of two sugars. Now going even further, don't worry, we're almost there. So under one sugar or monosaccharide, we have things such as glucose, galactose, sucrose, fructose, and these are all types of sugar that give us energy. Now finally, under our disaccharides, we have our lactose. So essentially, lactose is a type of sugar. More specifically, it's a disaccharide made up of two sugars, with those sugars being glucose and galactose. Wow, that was a lot of information. And probably very confusing because I don't know how to explain things properly. So as an apology, to brighten up the mood, I will now tell some quick fire jokes. Hey, why can't cows walk on two legs? It's cause they lactose. Hashtag comedy. Hey, do you know what doesn't lactose? Quentin Tarantino films. It's because he likes toes. Hey, why don't people with foot fetishes like to drink milk? It's because it lactose. Hey, I like toes. Alright, so now that we understand what lactose is, what actually happens to our body when it gets into our system? You see, our body needs to absorb nutrients so that we don't die. I mean, it's quite obvious. But to do this, our body needs to break down the food that we eat, and it does this by something called enzymes. You see, the special thing about enzymes is that they're very specific to the things that they break down. So for lactose, the enzyme used to break it down is called lactase. Wow, good job scientists. What a creative name. So in our body, whenever lactase sees lactose, it will go absolutely feral. Oh my god, it's lactose. Oh my god. Oh. And then lactase will go to lactose and pretty much try to break up the pairing of glucose and galactose. Absolute home-wrecking behavior from lactase. You can imagine lactase as that crazy ex that tries to break you up at every chance they get. So unfortunately, as we get older, the levels of lactase in our body drastically decrease. And because of this, lactose doesn't get broken up. And because it doesn't get broken up, it then goes into our intestines and it isn't absorbed by the body. Aw, so sad. But you know who isn't sad? All the microbes in your intestines. You know when these microbes see the lactose in your intestines, they're probably like, Oh my god, boys, we're in for an absolute treat today. So, these microbes get to work and absolutely feast on the lactose. Nom 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 nom. And by doing this, this causes fermentation in your gut. And this produces a lot of gas, which is why you become a giant gas cloud and start to bloat. Another thing that happens is that water is drawn into your intestines, so you have a lot of water that's just coming in because of this fermentation. And because of this, this is why you get the absolute shits when you drink milk. What a tragic chain of events. So sad. So yep, that's everything on lactose intolerance. If you yourself are lactose intolerant, I want to wish you all the best, but just keep in mind that natural selection is coming for you. Also, you're probably watching this from the toilet, so while you're at it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!